It's very simple. Hinds, who are the real criminals, says Fitzgerald Hinds. Let's hear what Fitzgerald Hinds had to say. Hinds said in the parliament, we have a criminal investigation taking place as we speak in a matter called live sport that started when the member for Siparia, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, was prime minister of this country. And it's still going on. Without calling names, Hinds recalled that an elected MP resigned as a government minister for that crime. The matter is not finished yet. The chip's still up in the air. But the member for Siparia brought back that member in the very parliament, he reiterated. That is why I tell you, everybody talking about crime. But tell me, who are the real criminals? Well, first and foremost, Fitzgerald Ethelbert, coward, Pomsite Rasta, idiot Hinds. You have to go in the parliament and you can't call names. Anil Roberts is the minister who resigned. Anil Roberts is the MP who resigned because there were allegations being thrown about by you and your PNM media about corruption in live sport. Not because of a crime committed or any allegations whatsoever by Anil Roberts. Anil Roberts' name was not in any audit report mentioned, not even once. There was not one allegation made against Anil O.E. Roberts. That's why you have to go in parliament, and even in parliament, you can't even call a name. I dare you, Fitzgerald, coward, weakling, no stones Hinds, come outside and say, Anil Roberts stole money. He got money corruptly. He did this and he stole that. Say it now. Come out and say it outside. Say it once, you big fool.
Not once. We have a criminal investigation taking place. Let me teach him what talking about crime. We have a criminal investigation taking place as we speak in a matter called live sport that started when the member for Siparia was prime minister of this country. Still going on. I saw a member of parliament resign as a minister of government and a member of parliament for that crime. There's a crime debate. And the first opportunity, the matter ain't finished yet, you know. The chip's still up in the air. But the member for Siparia brought back that member in the very parliament again. That's why I tell you, everybody talking about crime, but tell me who are the real criminals.
Madam Speaker.
Who are the real criminals? Talk now, Fitzgerald. What kind of innuendo you talking about? Live sport is a crime? Really? Live sport is a crime. So paying young black boys $2,378, $1,500 a month to get involved in the program, giving them 2 meals per day, giving them guidance counselors, getting 60 of Trinidad and Tobago's greatest athletes, captain, cricket, football, basketball, netball, to mentor them, psychologists and guidance, to get them into MIC, into jobs, to make them put down the gun, to get them educated, to get them with the ID so they could get bank account. Live sport is a crime. The PNM is a crime because PNM don't like to give black people an opportunity to put down the gun and stop killing themselves. But come on, Anil Roberts resigned because of life sport is a crime? No. Anil Roberts resigned because Kamla Prasad Bisesa was trying to uphold the highest levels of Westminster. And if there are any allegations made against anyone, she said the government and the reputation of the cabinet and the people is more important. So resign, and when the court or whatever goes and due process, clear your name and come back. Unlike you, the PNM, you could do anything in the PNM. You could drive drunk, get convicted, and sit down in the Senate under the PNM as a convicted drunk driver. You could be under investigation. You could be charged for corruption and sit down in the parliament downstairs. Ask Marlene McDonald, that's the PNM way. You could be under investigation, whether special branch, anti-corruption bureau, production orders. Ask Minister Foster Cummins as he sits down there and he's still a minister in charge of credit union. You could be under investigation with money in your own personal account. Fitzgerald Hinds, Anil Roberts had any money in any account anywhere in Trinidad, Tobago, or anywhere in this globe other than his salary. But you have ministers in your PNM cabinet who get paid in the venture credit union account from work done by MTS for a company of which his wife is, and you talking about crime? What about and Fitzgerald Hinds? You have criminals under investigation right next to you. Where's the investigation into the 143,000 cash that Camille Robinson Regis signed a declaration and it was a lie? Where's that? Fitzgerald Hinds, let me tell you something. You see, Anel not in the parliament. I have no privilege here. You could sue me. All your PNM could sue me because I'm out in the open. Okay. What about Keith Christopher Rowley? You see, a crime is to not fill out your Integrity in Public Life Act form, your Form B. To have an asset and not declare it, not put it there, and then sign your form, that's a crime. Where's that investigation? It's a crime for Keith Christopher Rowley to fill out his Form A of the Integrity in Public Life Act form and put false information stating that the value of his Hinds Gate property was $1.2 million when the value is 1.68 because he paid a stamp duty of 33,600. That is a crime and a breach of the Public Integrity in Public Life Act. Where's that investigation? You see, I don't need parliament because me lying. You need to go in parliament undercover privilege like a little baby coward and you still can't call my name. You pumpsy head, dotish lagoon rat. Yeah, you big dum-dum. Come out and say it now. Well, also, let's look, listen, this is the elements of another crime. Keith Christopher Rowley got a benefit that he admitted to being a good negotiator, a benefit of $468,000 on his Hinds Gate property that he got from one person, a contractor, and he did not declare that to the Integrity in Public Life Act, the Integrity Commission. Those are the elements of a crime where the police saw that. You are the police. You there 7 years. You put DCP Jacob. You put 40 million to come and investigate. And they look at it, come out and say something. You big clown, all your PNM is just lie. Get into office and the whole country in a mess. Let me talk some more crime. Keith Rowley negotiated a benefit for his daughter. Did he put that in his Integrity in Public Life Act forms? In his integrity forms? Also, does Keith Christopher Rowley have children in Victoria Keys in HDC benefiting from discounts and subsidized housing of the government of Trinidad and Tobago while he's the Prime Minister? And if so, did he declare that in his Integrity in Public Life Act forms? These things make up elements of crimes. You see how they talk? You see how they talk? No lie. All you bring my pre-action protocol, look, I'm not in parliament. Let me talk. In 1969, did Keith Christopher Rowley have sex with a girl of school age? Now, this requires further investigation because at that time, the age for statutory rape was 16. How old was the girl when she became impregnated by her teacher, Keith Rowley? And was that the only time that he had sexual intercourse with her when she became pregnant? Or were there other times? That requires police investigation. So the police need to investigate exactly how old the girl of school age was when Keith Rowley, a teacher, had sex with her first time. See, the elements of a crime need to be investigated. That's how we talk. Where's my pre-action protocol? Bring it, man. Yes. What else we have? What about the indemnity? You see, a crime was committed, misbehavior in public office, perversion of the course of justice. This requires an investigation into Faris Al-Rawi, former Attorney General, Keith Christopher Rowley, member of the cabinet, and you also, because Faris Al-Rawi said that he informed you about the situation, about the government interfering and misbehaving and perverting the course of justice and giving a witness in a criminal matter inducements and using taxpayers' money to do so. Those are the elements of a crime. Don't say life sport is a crime. How life sport could be a crime? And do you know that under life sport 2013-2014, the murder rate was 375 and 410? So life sport was a crime? Well, you better bring back life sport because Fitzgerald, Etelbert, Dunce, narcolepsy, Sativa, Hinds, Your murder rate that you are in control of is now, as I speak here, 550, 140 more murders than when Life Sport was there, 175 more in 2013. Keith, Christopher Rowley, and Sativa Hinds. So Life Sport was a crime? Why you don't tell them the true statistics that out of the 2,378 young black boys who were actively involved in crime, not no all right boys, actively involved in crime, that in 2 years only 2 of them died from violence over that period. Life sport is not a crime. The PNM is a crime. You know what is a crime? Balize house going up in the sky. Where the 30 million in raffle tickets? Where the anti-corruption bureau? Where the bills? Where the receipts? Where the deposits? Where the accountability? That is a crime. You see, that requires investigation. Not you and your hand-picked Kate English white lady to come and go specific. You cannot find anything on Anel because Anel did no wrong, you stupid Sativa dum-dum. So you could go in the parliament and talk innuendo and say things because you're a coward and you're a liar. You see, I am talking the truth. I'm not in no parliament here. Who else